Have you ever spent hours decluttering, organizing, and rearranging your belongings, only to find your home cluttered and messy once again? It's a frustrating cycle that many of us have experienced. We invest our time and effort into decluttering, hoping for a peaceful and organized living space, only to be met with a never-ending battle against clutter. But what if the problem lies not in our decluttering efforts, but in the lies we've been led to believe? In this article, we're going to uncover the hidden decluttering lies that keep your home cluttered and messy. These lies are so deeply ingrained in our minds that they sabotage our progress, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and defeated. But fear not, as we'll also present a fresh perspective that will empower you to break free from these misconceptions and finally achieve the clutter-free home you desire. Lie number 1. I need more storage space. It's a common misconception that the key to a clutter-free home is to acquire more storage space. We find ourselves investing in fancy shelves, storage bins, and cabinets, believing that they will magically solve our clutter woes. However, the truth is that adding more storage space often leads to more accumulation. Think about it. When we have extra room to store our belongings, we tend to hold on to things we no longer need or use. We fill up those new shelves and bins with items that should have been purged long ago. The result? Clutter disguised behind closed doors, out of sight but still present, weighing us down. Instead of relying solely on storage solutions, it's crucial to address the root of the clutter issue, the excess belongings themselves. By reevaluating our possessions and purging what no longer serves us, we can create a more intentional and streamlined living space. Categorizing our items and prioritizing what truly adds value to our lives will allow us to let go of the unnecessary and reclaim our living spaces. Lie number 2. I might need it someday. One of the most deceptive lies that keeps our homes cluttered is the belief that we might need something someday. It's that voice in our heads whispering, "What if I regret getting rid of this? What if I need it in the future?" This fear of letting go stems from a psychological attachment we develop with our possessions, often fueled by a fear of missing out. However, when we cling on to things we no longer use or need, we create a barrier to progress and freedom. Our living spaces become burdened with unnecessary items, making it difficult to find what we truly value and appreciate. It's time to shift our perspective. Instead of focusing on the potential future need, let's shift our attention to the present and future possibilities. By releasing the clutter, we open up space for new experiences, opportunities, and a sense of liberation. We create room for growth and allow our homes to reflect our evolving lifestyles. Overcoming the someday trap requires a deliberate and proactive mindset. When deciding whether to keep or let go of an item, ask yourself, does it align with my current life and values? Will I realistically use it within the foreseeable future? Embracing a mindset of conscious consumption and letting go of the someday mentality will free you from the burden of unnecessary belongings and create a home that supports your present needs. Lie number 3. I don't have enough time. Time is often cited as one of the biggest barriers to decluttering. We convince ourselves that we simply don't have enough time to tackle the overwhelming task of organizing our homes. But here's the truth. Decluttering doesn't have to be a monumental undertaking that consumes entire weekends or vacation days. It's time to debunk the time myth. Decluttering can be accomplished through consistent, small efforts that fit into our daily lives. It's about making incremental progress, one step at a time. Rather than waiting for that elusive block of free time, embrace the power of small, focused sessions. Set aside just 15 minutes a day to tackle a specific area or category of items. Whether it's clearing out a kitchen drawer or sorting through a pile of clothes, every small action adds up. The key is consistency. By consistently dedicating a little bit of time each day, you'll be amazed at the transformation that gradually takes place. In fact, you'll find that decluttering your physical space can have a profound impact on your mental well-being and productivity. As you create order in your surroundings, you'll experience a greater sense of clarity and focus in other aspects of your life. It's time to let go of the notion that decluttering requires large chunks of time. Embrace the power of small, consistent efforts, and watch as your home becomes a sanctuary of calm and simplicity. By dispelling the decluttering lies surrounding the fear of letting go and the perceived lack of time, you'll be well on your way to reclaiming control over your living spaces. Remember, it's not about the quantity of time you invest, but the consistency and intentionality of your efforts. Let go of the misconceptions and embark on a journey towards a clutter-free and more fulfilling life. Lie number 4. It's too overwhelming. Decluttering can often feel like an insurmountable mountain, casting a shadow of overwhelm over our efforts. The sheer volume of belongings, coupled with the emotional attachments we've developed, can make it difficult to even know where to begin. It's time to acknowledge and address this overwhelming feeling. First and foremost, it's important to recognize that you're not alone in experiencing this overwhelm. It's a common sentiment shared by many who have embarked on the decluttering journey. Understand that it's normal to feel a range of emotions, including frustration, indecision, and even nostalgia as you sort through your belongings. The key to overcoming overwhelm is to break the process down into manageable steps. Rather than trying to tackle your entire home in one go, focus on one area or room at a time. Start with a small space like a drawer or a shelf, and work your way up from there. Celebrate each small victory and use it as motivation to propel yourself forward. Additionally, seek support from friends, family, or online communities who can provide encouragement and guidance along the way. Sometimes, having an accountability partner or someone to bounce ideas off can make a world of difference. Remember, you don't have to face the overwhelming task alone. By acknowledging the overwhelm and breaking the decluttering process into manageable steps, you'll gradually chip away at the clutter, gaining momentum and confidence as you go. Embrace the journey and trust that each small step you take brings you closer to a clutter-free and more serene home. Lie number 5. I don't want to waste it. The fear of wasting things is a powerful lie that keeps our homes cluttered. We're conditioned to believe that discarding items equals waste, and waste is something we should avoid at all costs. However, it's time to rethink what waste truly means in the context of decluttering. Holding on to items we no longer use or need doesn't negate the waste. In fact, it perpetuates it. By allowing these items to collect dust, take up space, and lose their purpose, we're wasting valuable resources, both physical and mental. It's important to recognize that the true waste lies in holding on to things that no longer serve a meaningful purpose in our lives. Instead of viewing decluttering as wasteful, let's shift our perspective and explore alternative avenues for unwanted items. Consider donating them to local charities or organizations that can give them a second life and benefit others. Recycling materials that can be repurposed or repurposing items yourself can breathe new life into objects that might have otherwise been discarded. By letting go of the fear of waste and embracing a more mindful approach to decluttering, you not only create space in your home but also contribute to a more sustainable and conscious way of living. Each item that finds a new home or purpose is a step toward a more intentional and clutter-free existence. Remember, it's not about wasting items. It's about wasting the potential for a more fulfilling and purposeful life. Embrace the liberation that comes from releasing the unnecessary, and watch as your home transforms into a space that truly reflects who you are and what you value. By addressing the overwhelm and reframing our perspective on waste, we can break free from the clutter-inducing lies that have held us captive. Embrace the process of decluttering with a compassionate and open mindset, knowing that it's a journey that requires patience and self-compassion. By debunking these decluttering lies, you're taking a significant step towards reclaiming your space and creating a home that brings you joy and serenity. Lie number 6. I'll tackle it later. It's tempting to put off decluttering and convince ourselves that we'll tackle it later. We might reason that we don't have enough time or energy right now, or that we'll deal with it during a future spring cleaning spree. However, succumbing to the allure of procrastination only serves to perpetuate the cycle of clutter and hinder our well-being. The truth is that postponing decluttering tasks only leads to accumulated stress and an even greater sense of overwhelm. The longer we delay, the more our possessions pile up, making the eventual task seem insurmountable. By avoiding the cluttered areas, we inadvertently create a negative cycle where clutter begets more clutter. To break free from the procrastination trap, it's essential to shift our mindset and adopt a proactive approach to decluttering. Start by setting aside small pockets of time regularly to address specific areas or tasks. Whether it's dedicating 15 minutes each day or designating a specific day of the week for decluttering, consistency is key. By making it a habit and incorporating decluttering into our routine, we gradually chip away at the clutter and prevent it from accumulating in the first place. Remember, decluttering isn't a one-time event, but an ongoing process. By taking action now, rather than waiting for the perfect moment, you'll create a home that is continually organized and free from the burden of clutter. The rewards of a clutter-free space far outweigh the temporary comfort of delaying the task. Lie number 7. I don't have the skills or knowledge. Another common decluttering lie that keeps us trapped in clutter is the belief that we lack the necessary skills or knowledge to effectively declutter our homes.
We may feel overwhelmed by the prospect of decision-making, organizing techniques, or efficient decluttering strategies, leading us to believe that only professional organizers or experts can help us.
However, the truth is that decluttering is a learnable skill, accessible to everyone. It doesn't require specialized knowledge or expertise. Each of us possesses the innate ability to make decisions about our belongings and create order in our living spaces. It's about tapping into our own intuition and developing a mindset of intentionality. To overcome this lie, start by educating yourself about decluttering techniques, organizing principles, and practical strategies. There are numerous books, online resources, and communities dedicated to sharing tips and guidance. Experiment with different methods and find what works best for you. Remember, decluttering is a personal journey, and what may work for someone else may not resonate with your unique needs and preferences. As you gain confidence in your decluttering abilities and embrace the learning process, you'll discover that decluttering becomes easier over time. Trust yourself and your decision-making skills. Remember that the goal is not perfection, but progress. Don't be afraid to start small. Begin with a single drawer or a small corner of a room. As you experience the positive impact of decluttering in these small areas, you'll build momentum and gain confidence to tackle larger projects. Additionally, seek inspiration and support from others who have successfully decluttered their homes. Join online communities or local groups where you can share experiences, ask questions, and learn from their insights. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals can provide encouragement and motivation throughout your decluttering journey. It's important to remind yourself that decluttering is not a competition or a race. It's a personal process that allows you to create a home that aligns with your values, promotes well-being, and nurtures your best self. Embrace the opportunity to learn and grow as you declutter and be proud of every step forward. Lie number 8. I don't have the energy. It's easy to convince ourselves that we don't have the energy to tackle decluttering. We might attribute our fatigue to a busy schedule, demanding work, or other life responsibilities. However, the truth is that clutter itself can be a significant energy drain. Living in a cluttered and disorganized space can leave us feeling overwhelmed, stressed, and mentally exhausted. The constant visual and mental reminders of unfinished tasks and cluttered surfaces contribute to a draining environment. We may find it challenging to relax, focus, or engage in activities that bring us joy. Decluttering, on the other hand, has the power to restore energy and rejuvenate our living spaces. As we let go of unnecessary belongings and create order, we create room for positive energy to flow. Clearing physical clutter often has a direct impact on our mental and emotional well-being. When you find yourself feeling low on energy, consider decluttering as an act of self-care. Start with small tasks that require minimal effort but yield noticeable results. For example, clearing off a countertop or organizing a bookshelf can provide an immediate sense of accomplishment and motivation to continue. As you gradually declutter and create a more harmonious environment, you'll find that your energy levels increase. You'll experience a newfound clarity of mind, increased productivity, and a greater sense of calm within your living spaces. Lie number 9. I don't know where to start. One of the most common barriers to decluttering is the feeling of not knowing where to start. The task at hand may seem overwhelming, with clutter spread across various rooms and areas of your home, but taking that first step is crucial to breaking free from the cluttered cycle. To simplify the starting point, begin by identifying a specific area or category that you feel motivated to tackle. It could be a cluttered closet, a collection of papers, or a particular room that has been causing you stress. By narrowing your focus, you make the task more manageable and achievable. Once you've chosen your starting point, break the area down into smaller subtasks. Set clear goals and timelines for each subtask, ensuring they are realistic and attainable. This way, you can track your progress and celebrate milestones along the way. Another effective strategy is to adopt the 4-box method. Prepare 4 boxes or containers labeled as keep, donate, sell, trash, and unsure. As you go through your belongings, place each item into one of these boxes. This approach helps you make decisions more efficiently and prevents unnecessary second-guessing. Remember, the goal is not to declutter your entire home in a single day. Take it one step at a time, focusing on consistent progress rather than perfection. Celebrate each small victory, and don't be discouraged by setbacks or moments of indecision. The process is as important as the end result. By finding a starting point and utilizing practical strategies, you'll gain momentum and build confidence in your decluttering journey. Over time, you'll witness the transformative power of small, consistent actions. With these decluttering lies debunked and practical strategies in place, you're equipped to embark on a successful decluttering journey. By cultivating the right mindset, embracing small steps, and fostering a supportive environment, you'll create a home that nurtures your well-being and reflects your true essence.